Okay. So we are going to correct the letter of Satya Lakshmi. The letter number is 1221. Right. Dr. Joan Dane. Right. General practitioner. Spelling mistake. 64 North Welch Street, right. South Wales, right. NSW, right. NSW means New South Wales. So 14 July 2019, because this is the last visit. Yes. Fine. Dear Dr. Dane. Dear Dr. Dane, right. Regarding Mr. Timothy Patterson, age 69, right. This letter is being written to refer Mr. Timothy Patterson. Mr. Timothy Patterson, who has elevated blood pressure and suggests blood pressure, elevated blood pressure, suggestive of who has elevated blood pressure, suggestive of orthostatic hypertension. Mr. Timothy Patterson, who has elevated blood pressure, suggestive of orthostatic hypertension, Mr. Timothy Patterson, who has elevated blood pressure, suggestive of hypertension, is being referred for comprehensive cardiac assessment and expert management and appropriate management. Expertise doesn't suit here. Appropriate management from your service. So already full is there. Comprehensive you have written. Assessment, you could have said evaluation. And appropriate management from your service. Okay, at your service, from your service. On 1 July 2019, Mr. Patterson was admitted upon your upon your request. What is this upon your request? Okay, name of the patient, Timothy Patterson, admission date. accidental cut. Referred by family physician. Referred by family physician for further care. Family GP. So how can this be referral letter? I don't understand here. So he is going to the same family GP. So the person already knows. The person already knows. So family GP only referred. So you're sending the person back to him. So how can this be a referral letter? Yes, we have to think about that one. Okay. Upon your request, on 11 July, fine. On 11 July 2019, Mr. Patterson was admitted upon your request. Okay, so his request, he sent you. And then he's going back there only, family GP. Right? So, family GP. Referred by family GP. So here it is, referred by family GP. Okay, fine. Referred by family physician. Okay, that's okay. So family GP. He has come from there and he's going there. Family GP. Family GP means how can it be referral? It's a known case. Oh my God. Dr. John Dane. Okay, family GP. So so the case notes has some problem. Okay, fine. Well, let's not go into that concern because you authentic letters. Okay, so to the family GP. So family GP, they want to understand. The GP knows him. He only has referred this particular person to you. Okay. So how can you write him a referral again? Oh, that is the question. You'll write a referral to a person who does not know somebody. Okay. Fine. We have to consider that's the point here. The family GP. Referral, first time you are sending to somebody, then it is a referral. A person who does not know you, the patient doesn't know the doctor doesn't know, you are the intermediate person. So you are sending him. So consider that one. Case notes should be considered again. Okay. Fine, till then, okay. The family GP. Already referred by family GP. So he only referred. So there's the clear cut picture, right? Fine. Okay. Consider this. This is how you have to think about things. So on 1 July 2019, referral is a letter. I refer you somebody. I refer you somebody. That means that person doesn't know you and you don't know that person. That is what is called a referral. I referred 3 patients to your hospital. I referred 3 candidates for employment to your organization. I referred means that means first time. What do you mean by refer? You should know. So you should know the difference between discharge letter, referral letter, and transfer letter. Okay. Because he says write a referral. So now you should know what is the difference. What is actually the referral meaning? Cambridge Dictionary says the act of directing someone to a different place or person for information, help, or action, often to a person or group with more knowledge or power. Okay. An act of sending someone or something to a person or place where what is wanted or needed can be obtained. The act of directing someone to a different place or person for information, help, or action. Only in a small proportion of cases were referrals made purely on grounds of existing illness in patient or family. Okay. Right. So, Mr. Patterson, so you have to think about these phrases like this. On 1 July 2019, Mr. Patterson was admitted upon your request. So upon your request, yeah, of course, he sent you the patient. Doesn't he know? Okay. Doesn't he know? Okay. Right. He knows. He knows. Right. Was admitted to Wilshire Hospital. It would have been better because name of the hospital, or admitted to the hospital. Okay. So is this required or not? Because he knows the patient. He only requested, you are telling. He only requested. So upon your request, why should you say upon your request? Why should you say upon your request? Instead of that one, admitted to the hospital or admitted to Wilshire Hospital would have been better. Okay, consider that one. Grammatically, it is right. No doubt regarding that. Quality-wise, you think. Okay. So if you say on your request, yeah, why do you want to say on my request? Because I know what I requested. So why do you want to repeat that one to me? Repetition, which he already knows. You're unnecessarily giving the information which he already knows. So do you think that he is forgetful? He is the person who sent the patient to you. So he definitely will know. Do you want to remind him that he has requested you? That is the point. You have to think about that one very carefully. So this question, you think, I'm not putting any mark here. If you feel that it is fine, that's okay. Fine. First, there are 2 reasons here why it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant because he only requested and he knows it. He is not forgetful, so he knows. He knows his patient. He knows the candidate. He is the one who sent you. So definitely no need. It's a known case for that doctor. Right. So with the deep laceration, laceration on the lower left arm, with laceration. What do you mean by laceration? So let us see here. Accidental cut when using handsaw for cutting wood. Deep lacerations. With the deep lacerations. Here the is not there. With deep lacerations. With deep lacerations. Okay. Where is the here? Okay. Now let us consider Cambridge Dictionary. What do you mean by laceration? What are the options? Concerns with this word? Laceration. Lacerations. Countable or uncountable? The boy had received, okay. Countable or uncountable? Laceration, the boy, a cut. A cut. Laceration means a cut. Singular. Cuts, plural. Laceration, lacerations. Okay. It's very formal, very good word. Okay. With a deep, the deep laceration. So with deep laceration is sufficient. It's not definite article here. Okay. So to both arms, lacerations, two. Here, both arms, cuts to both arms. So that is it. Of laceration and bruise. Where is the here? Where is the here? The is not there. Okay. Lacerations plural. Laceration singular. Fine. So signs of laceration, not laceration. Lacerations. A laceration, no. So you can consider this. So the laceration. The means definite. Means that particular laceration. Okay. With a deep laceration on the lower left arm, followed by an accidental cut. Okay. Followed by an accidental cut. Laceration means cut. Accidental cut. Deep cut on the lower left arm followed by an accidental cut. What do you mean by deep cut followed by accidental cut? Cut followed by cut. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Laceration means cut. Deep laceration, that's what Cambridge Dictionary says. Laceration means a cut. So if you replace cut instead of that one, admitted, Mr. Patterson was admitted with deep cut followed by an accidental cut. Deep cut followed by an accidental cut. I don't understand what you have written here. An accidental cut, okay, fine. That is different thing. Right. Grammatically, okay. But logically, meaning, what does it mean? Cut followed by a cut. Mr. Patterson was admitted with cut followed by cut. If you remove other things, cut followed by cut. What do you mean by that? Means he has two cuts. So, followed by an accidental cut. What do you mean by deep laceration followed by an accidental cut? What do you mean by that? He had deep cut and this is followed by another accidental cut. What do you mean by this? Okay. What do you mean by this? Okay. This laceration followed by means the next one is following the previous one. So deep cut was followed by an accidental cut, means accident happened afterwards. Cut happened first. I don't know whether you understood the meaning or not. So that was the mistake here. Satya, unmute please. Can you unmute? Hello Satya? Okay. Fine. So cut followed by cut. Deep laceration, deep cut followed by an accidental cut. So here deep laceration is followed by another cut. So which happened first? Is it followed by or following? Okay. This laceration following an accident. Okay. Accidental cut by accident. Okay. Or due to an accident. Logical reason. So now with deep laceration on the lower left arm followed by an accident. Sorry. So we can say here an accident. Yes. So by an accident, followed by an accident. Okay. Now here followed by or following. Instead of that one, you can say due to an accident, because of an accident, something like that. Following an accident, this deep laceration following an accident. Okay. So you can also say due to an accident or because of an accident or following an accident. This deep laceration following an accident. So followed means that is afterwards. Accident is first, deep laceration is next. So deep laceration is following an accident. That means that happened afterwards. Following means accident before and laceration afterwards. Okay. Right. Following an accident. Following an accident. Yes, this accident happened when using handsaw for cutting wood. When using handsaw for cutting wood. So you could have used that one. When using a handsaw for cutting wood. Okay, so we can modify that one. On 1 July 2019, Mr. Patterson was admitted with a deep laceration on the lower left arm following an accident when using a handsaw for cutting wood. Right. During hospitalization, comma, Performed suturing and dressing. Okay. Performed suturing and dressing. Sutures and dressing. Sutures and dressing were performed. Sutures and dressing were performed, or what we will use here. So when you are using performed, that will come here, passive voice. Who performed? Some subject is missing there in the sentence. This sentence doesn't make any meaning because who performed is not there and you are writing active voice. Of course, you are trying to write passive voice, but it was wrong style. Sutures and dressing. Okay. Sutures and dressing were performed. Okay, dressing for what? Sutures for what? Sutures and dressing on the wound site were performed. Okay. Also, he was commenced on intravenous antibiotics. Intravenous antibiotics, antibiotic therapy. Intravenous antibiotic therapy. Okay. Antibiotics therapy or antibiotic therapy? Was commenced. Okay. So during hospitalization, was commenced, finished. Okay. Or you can say has been commenced. So one time action you can say in past tense or you can say in present perfect tense. If you are thinking, it depends on your thinking. If you are thinking that it is present tense, okay, fine. Commenced. So intravenous antibiotic therapy was commenced. Or you can say was initially commenced. Initially also initially commenced. Also means in addition. Initially means that means before. Initially means what? What do you mean by initially? Before sutures and dressing or after sutures and dressing or together with sutures and dressing? Why did you use the word initially? Initially means in the beginning. Okay. So if this is initially, this should go forward. And sutures and dressing should come afterwards. So initially means beginning. Already you began sutures and dressing. And now you are right. This is called organization. So you could have used this initially to the previous one. Initially, sutures and dressing were performed. Okay. Okay. So this initially you have to think about this. Does it suit right here or in the previous sentence? Which happened first? For that one, initially should be there. First means initially. This is second one you have written. First is first, second is second. But second you have written initially. That you have to remember. If you are really writing initially, this should have gone into the previous sentence. There is a lot of, that's why people don't get A grades. So I'm not giving, there are many more things which I have to explain, but I'm giving you the basics now. Okay. So initially, does it suit here or not? Right. You have to understand. So here in this sentence, this doesn't suit. because initially will be in the initial point, and this is the secondary point. Okay, fine. Then why did you put semicolon here? Because which you are using. So no need semicolon here. Okay. Was commenced. So this one we can put here only because it's no more there. Was commenced. Okay. Intravenous antibiotic therapy was commenced. So intravenous antibiotic therapy was commenced, which was changed to oral prophylaxis on 2nd July 2008. So this which is related to what? Is it related to initially or is it related to therapy? Which is it related? So you have to remove this one and you have to put it here. Antibiotic therapy, which was commenced, comma, was changed to oral prophylaxis on 2 July 2019. Okay. So now here you could have said which was, okay, this initially. So initially is related to antibiotic therapy. So this initially could have gone here, which was initially commenced. Okay, fine. Which was initially commenced, which was initially commenced. So definitely now you can use this one here. Okay. Which was initially commenced. So we'll remove now. This is the order here. Means in the beginning it was commenced. So there you can say. So the logical approach like this. So initially, I told you, initially, which was initially commenced. He was commenced on intravenous antibiotic therapy initially, you wrote. No, commenced initially. So that was the point there, and that point you have brought somewhere else. So in the beginning of the therapy, this was the beginning therapy regarding initial therapy. So initial treatment, initial medication or whatever it is, initial medication. Okay, so medication, initially commenced medication, antibiotic therapy which was initially commenced, or you can say initially commenced intravenous antibiotic therapy was later changed to oral prophylaxis on 2nd July 2019. Like that also you can write. Right. Next. Unremarkable vital signs observed. Vital signs, 2 words. Unremarkable vital signs observed. What do you mean by unremarkable vital signs observed? Vital signs were unremarkable. Vital signs were unremarkable. Okay. And where is the verb here? In unremarkable vital signs observed. So vital signs observed. Signs observed what? Signs observed what? Subject, verb, object, signs. So vital signs observed what? People observe something. People watch a scenario. People watch a movie. People watch a game. So vital signs observed what? I observed the moments. Signs observed what? Can science observe anything? Unremarkable vital signs were noticed. But unremarkable vital signs? Vital signs were unremarkable, not unremarkable vital signs. See that link. The vital signs were unremarkable. The vital signs were unremarkable. The vital signs were unremarkable. Okay. Were unremarkable. Already verb come here. So observed is not necessary. With the exception of blood pressure. Okay. With the blood pressure. With the blood pressure. 140 by 90 mm Hg or of Hg. Hg means what? Mercury. Okay. 140 by 90 mm of Hg. So you could have written like that only. No, why you put off between? If you put off between, Hg will not stand anything better there. Hg should be capital letter. Okay. Hg should be capital letter. See in the case notes. Hg is the capital letter. Hg, Hg should be capital letter. Okay. Right. So you could have written as it is, no? How it is given in the case notes. No need. Okay. Okay. So that is how it is. Cambridge Dictionary says this is how you have to write. MMHG, specialized. Why don't you write like this? Why did you put off and spoil the show? See here how you have to write. A blood pressure reading of 127 by 78 mmHg, H capital letter. And why did you write small letter here? Okay. Okay. Right. MMHG. How it is written in the Cambridge Dictionary, space is there. Space is there. I don't know whether you can identify what I'm showing you. Yes. Space is there, you can see here. Why don't you leave space? Why don't you leave space? Okay, at least you should have seen in the case notes. Space is there here. Why did you not leave space? Okay, here space is not. Okay, here also space is there. Why don't you leave space? Why did you mess up with these two things? Okay. So this is a mistake. Okay. Here you could have left space. Here you could have left space, 2 mistakes. Okay. Then why did you write of Hg? Okay. Okay. Fine. So blood pressure 140 by 90 space capital Hg of, okay, of is not needed. Okay. On sitting, blood pressure on sitting. So blood pressure was 140 by 90 mm when he was on sitting, and 180 by 90 mm on supine position. So here sitting is there, sitting position and supine position. So it should be positions on sitting and on supine positions respectively. Why didn't you write respectively? Because first one is for first, second one is for second. In sitting position, on sitting position or in sitting position? Okay. On sitting position or in sitting position. When he is on sitting position, blood pressure was 140 by 90 mm Hg, or while he was in sitting position, the blood pressure was 140 by 90 mm Hg. Okay. Okay. In sitting or on sitting, in supine or on supine. So that is one question here. Supine position. Let us ask our dictionary only once again. So whenever you have a doubt, you can go supine. Okay. So supine. So first supine bodies. Okay. Is an adjective. Okay, fine. Now we'll go to medical dictionary. Medical dictionary. Medical spell X, medical spelling. Merriam-Webster dictionary. Okay. Let us take this one. Supine. Lying on the back or with the face upward, that is called supine. Now, when you don't get clarity in Cambridge dictionary, you go to Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Supine. Okay. Lying on the back or with the face upward, marked by supination. Okay, exhibiting indolent and apathetic inertia or passivity, mentally or morally slack, archaic. Okay, different meanings are there. So first one is important, lying on the back. That means in supine position. Okay. Lying on the back means in a position. Position means what? On a position or in a position? For position, in this position or on this position. So supine, forget it. Forget supine. Okay. So I'll give you more. I'll give on some examples. Other words from supine. Okay. Any examples? Lying on one's back. Okay. Lying on one's back. Okay. But supine. Supine means lying on one's back. It already on is there. Already on is there. Okay. Lying supine is face up. Any sentences? Okay. Fine. Medical dictionary. Medical terminology. Okay. Okay. Supine. Yeah. With the back or dorsal surface downward. A person who is supine is lying face up as opposed to prone. Okay. Medical for special. Okay. Fine. Now I want to ask you one thing. Very clear it is here. So, forget supine. Suppose forget supine. Forget supine. For a moment. Forget this supine. On position, in position. On position, in this position. Okay. On or in sitting position, on sitting position. Okay. In position or on position, I want to know. So this is in sitting. So the sitting, and why again on? Already in is there. In the sitting and supine positions respect. The sitting and the also is common now. In also is common, the also is common. In the sitting and supine positions respectively. Okay. It's very deep. So simple as that. In this position or on this position. Try to understand what you are talking there. So in excellent position or on excellent position. Excellent remove. In position or on position. I am sitting in this position or I am sitting on this position. So in position or on position. So that is, the vital signs are unremarkable with the exception of blood pressure. Okay. So here only one value is there, 140/90. Exception of blood pressure Okay. Blood pressure, which was, exception of blood pressure, which was, okay. One 40/90, or blood pressure, which was 140/90 mmHg, or whose value was, or at 140/90 mmHg in the sitting and this will go here. These two will move from here. Will come here and say and. Which was blood pressure, which was 140/90. Then when you repeat here mmHg, so here no need. Okay. Which was 140/90 and 180/90 mmHg in the sitting and supine position respectively. That is okay. So his length, breadth and width were 15, 20. Length, breadth and height were. The length, breadth and height of the room are 15, 25 and 12 feet respectively. Okay. So one time is enough. Why are you writing mmHg 2 times? Why are you writing in 2 times? Okay. That's, you could have brought like this one. So first one is first, second one is second. Okay. Which was 140/90 and 180/90 mmHg in the sitting and supine position. In the positions, not on the positions, in the positions respectively. Fine. On 3 July 2019, discharge advised with the follow-up. Visits in the outpatient department. Okay. On 3rd July 2019. Okay. Discharge advised with the follow-up. What do you mean by advised? Is there any word called CED? I don't know. Right? Let's go and ask the Cambridge Dictionary. What is CE and what is SC? ADVICE. Advice is noun. There is no D. Advice is noun. It is noun. So you cannot add a D. It's not a verb to add a D. It's a noun. And you can never add a D to CE. Advice, that's all. It's uncountable. You cannot even say yes. Advices, many people say no. It's advice, uncountable. You cannot say 1 advice, 2 advices, 3 advices, nothing like that. So this is a word which is noun. Many people are watching YouTube there. Simon sir is teaching for 1 hour. What is he teaching for 1 hour? What is he teaching for 2 hours? These things. Many people correct the letters in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm not correcting the letters. I'm teaching how to correct your letters. If you listen to what I am telling you, you can correct your own letters. Next time you will not do such mistakes. Okay. Advice means uncountable. and it is a noun. You cannot use a D. Past tense, you cannot make noun into past tense. Only to verbs you can make past tense. For example, play is a verb. Played, past tense. But play is a noun. If it is a noun, you cannot say, okay, ed. Noun only play. Plural will be there, plays. Play and plays. Play, plays. Okay, next one. What about se? Now this se is a verb. You can change it into past tense. Advised. See, this is D. This is a D. What is the difference between CE and SE? You have to remember. Okay. So you have misused noun for verb. Okay, and you used past tense. First of all, you used the wrong form. And again, you used for the wrong form, another wrong form. It's a double mistake. Okay. Okay. So this is it. It's okay. So here, instead of using ADVISC, you used ADVIC. Number one mistake. Then here, there is no past noun, ADVIC. First of all, instead of using advise, you used advice. First, that is one mistake. Instead of verb, you used noun. And then what you did, for noun, you put a D. How can noun change into past tense? There's a big question there. Verb can become past tense because verb is related to tense. But how could you add a D to this advice and make it past tense? It's not possible. So that is double mistake. It's double mistake. So one word and two mistakes. It's a very big point there. Okay. So advised. So this C will not come. It will be SCD. SCD, this one. So now it is right. Now it is right. So first one, C you used instead of S. And along with C you used D. There's the problem. Two mistakes. Discharge advised. Okay. Discharge advised. What discharge? Where is the subject here? Who are discharged? Okay. Okay. So here you can use the name if you want. You can write without name also. There is no problem. There is not compulsory to write name every place. People who don't know extraordinary quality, they always write the name. I don't understand why people have to write the name, because in the beginning, it's a reference section itself, it is there. Then why every time write? The letter is only to one person. Every time, no need to talk patient or something. Name, no need. Okay. So on 3rd July 2019, upon discharge, okay, or during discharge, or at the time of discharge, okay, during discharge means at the time of discharge, or upon discharge, comma, during discharge, or while discharging, or upon discharge, or at the time of discharge, or while discharging. There are 100 different ways you can write. There are 100 different ways you can write. So during discharge, why do you want to write advised here? Okay. follow-up visits in the outpatient clinic have been scheduled. On 3rd July 2019, during discharge, follow-up visits in the outpatient clinic have been scheduled. Okay. And when follow-up visits, when, what is the period? Are there any period there? Discharged, advised visit the outpatient clinic. Okay. Visit the outpatient clinic. Okay, fine. So he did not give. Fine, that's it. So on 3rd July 2019, during discharge, follow-up visits in the outpatient clinic have been scheduled. Very good. That's when. That's finished. Why do you want to write Mr. What is this name? Mr. Patterson's discharge? During Mr. Patterson's discharge, no need. So you can say during the discharge. Only one discharge is there. During the discharge time or at the discharge time. So think which is right. Maybe right, maybe wrong, but at least think. Okay. During the discharge means which discharge? That particular person's discharge at the time of only one and only discharge here. Okay. Or you can just remove, no problem, not compulsory. On subsequent visits, on the subsequent visits, sorry. On the subsequent visits, wound have found to be severe pain. Wound have found to be severe pain. What do you mean by wound have found? Wound have found. Wound found what? Wound is somebody or what? I have found. I have found something. Okay. Wound have found. Even if that is the case, it should be wound has found. It should be has. Wound has because singular. But that is also not suitable. Okay. Right. So severe pain where? Wound site. Huh? At the wound site. Severe pain with mild hematoma. Severe pain with mild hematoma. Okay. Fine. So he visited outpatient clinic of the same hospital. Visited Parry outpatient clinic. Where is Parry outpatient clinic? Okay, anywhere Parry is there? Name of the hospital is given. Parry outpatient. So here, Parry outpatient clinic. Okay. So Parry outpatient is not there. Parry is the name of the clinic. Okay. Welshire Hospital. Fine. The wound have found to be severe pain with. Why this have come? Is this necessary? Severe pain with mild hematoma was okay, was reported on the subsequent visit. Severe pain with mild hematoma was reported. Yes, why? Severe pain with mild hematoma. That is what is given in the case notes. Severe pain with mild hematoma. Okay. So hematoma. Okay. Hematoma. Subdural trauma. Another patient developed. Where is the meaning? Okay. Merriam. Webster Dictionary. A mass of usually clotted blood, okay, that forms in a tissue, organ, or body space as a result of broken blood vessel. So, a severe pain with mild hematoma. And what is the rate? 8/10. Means severe. Fine. So you have written severe pain. Very good. Severe pain with mild hematoma was reported. So he told you during the visit. Okay. Okay. Was reported. He told you that it's painful. You don't feel it. He told you. Or you observe it. What do you observe? You cannot see. Okay. You find that. Okay. You don't observe. You don't see that. So only he can tell. Reported or mentioned. However, excellent wound healing is observed present. What do you mean by is observed and present? However, excellent wound healing is observed present. Wound healing is present. Wound healing is not present. It doesn't come to present there. Okay. However, excellent wound healing is observed. Excellent wound healing okay. However, the healing of the wound was excellent. That's it. The healing of the wound was excellent. Wound healing was excellent. So why do you want to write another word observed? Okay. However, excellent healing process was noticed. You can say otherwise. Okay. The wound healing was excellent. The wound healing was observed to be excellent, was noticed to be excellent. Is excellent. The wound healing is excellent. Okay. Or the healing of the wound has been excellent. So just see. You can write has been reported, present perfect, or so here you can see have been scheduled, present perfect. Okay. Severe pain has been reported. So mention it past tense or present perfect. Has been reported. Present perfect tense. This is not past tense. Okay, has been reported. He reported. It has been reported. He has reported. He has reported. Okay. He has provided the pen. The pen has been provided. He has provided a pen. He has provided. It's already perfect tense. Then passive voice. He has, the pen has been provided. There's no wrong in that. So has been provided, reported. You cannot say is reported. Is reported means is reported. Means it's simple present tense, means always. Football is played, means not now, it's always played. That's the meaning. Okay. So wound healing. Excellent wound healing has been noticed, has been observed. Like that you can write. Excellent wound healing process has been observed. At least you could have written like that. Okay. But observed and present won't suit here. Excellent recovery process was observed, has been observed, sorry. So why observed again another word? So just put excellent afterwards. Okay. So if you want to write passive voice, then you can use observed. Okay. Then we'll show that one. Okay. Our excellent wound healing, wound recovery process, healing process has been noticed, has been observed. Has been observed means watching throughout. Noticed means found out. Observed means observing action. Noticed means automatically happened. He noticed something. Means something is going on and he noticed it. Observed means he wantedly, throughout the period he's observing. Okay, while observing, he notices. Observed is not the right point. Okay, has been noticed is the better word. We observe the patient means we intentionally observe the patient. But when we observe the patient, we notice that the patient has fallen down. When you observe, you notice something. So you are observing the healing process regularly. That's also okay. But when you're continuously observing, okay. Wound healing was observed and found to be excellent. That is the point. Excellent is noticed. Wound healing process was observed, but excellent is noticed. Now let me put it in the right way. However, wound healing process was observed and it was found to be excellent. It was noticed to be excellent. Excellence is noticed, but wound healing is observed. How can you join both of them there? So when you join both of them, excellent wound healing process has been noticed. You can observe wound healing process, but excellence is noticed. Whether it is, if you notice only, you will find out that it is excellent. So try to understand what is the word, observed or noticed, which is the right word. You think it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Okay means average. So you want to write observed, that's up to you. You can observe the healing of the wound, but you cannot observe excellent. Okay. You'll notice that it is excellent. You cannot observe excellent, you can notice that it is excellent. So when you add excellent to the noun, automatically you change it to noticed. It's up to you, however you want. I'm giving the option here. Additionally, now previous, here follow up, the discharge. So here we did not correct it. We'll have to come back. During the discharge, okay, we removed the, okay, follow-up visits in the outpatient. Follow-up visits, that's enough. The means particular, the, no need. It's not particular there, it's general. Here, somewhere also I have told the, right, okay. Now here, on previous couple of visits, on previous couple of visits, what do you mean by on previous couple of visits? Previous, the, on the previous. Previous, the earlier, the day before, the day after, the earlier, the following, the preceding, related to time. Always time is only singular. The previous means only one. The previous day is only one day before. The following day is only one day after. The means one. One means unique. Unique means definite article. Definite article means the. Listen to this video again and again. Then you will understand the concepts. Why Simon Sir put the. Previous. Previous means only one. Previous day. The previous week. Only 1 week. I'm not talking about 10 weeks. The previous weeks is different again. The previous 5 weeks. Vague it will not be. The previous week means only one. The previous weeks means the previous 5 weeks, the previous 6 weeks. Previous weeks means all that. That also is one only. All together as one. The following weeks, all the following weeks together as one. Unique, unique, and unique. On the previous weeks, previous cup. On, why do you want to write on? Okay, you can write, you could have written during. No? Everywhere you are writing on. Yeah, here I wrote, this is the what I was searching. The subsequent visits. On the subsequent visits or during the subsequent visits. Okay. Okay. During the subsequent visits is better. Okay. On the previous, on, again on. Okay. Okay, fine. Which is better, you think? Comma. Blood pressure remains. Blood pressure remains. Previous, how can you say present? Remains is present. Remained, you have to say. Previous means past. Remained. Previous means before. Past. Past means remained. ED. Why did you not add ED? Why did you say yes? Okay. Or has remained. Present perfect. Okay. Because always you have been using have. So has. So here has remained. You can say has remained there. Or if you just say visits, this visit, previous visits. So past simple, remained, elevated with the remarkable differences. Elevated with remarkable differences. The means the particular remarkable differences. Currently, on examination, blood pressure recorded. Blood pressure recorded, or you recorded the blood pressure? Huh? So the blood pressure was, okay. The blood pressure was 190 mm of Hg. Again, the same mistake. How many times you write that many mistakes? So this is the first mistake. See, first mistake, second mistake, and this is third mistake. Capital letter. Okay. On sitting, again mistakes. Okay. Again, the same grammar again. The blood pressure was recorded. Okay. Or the blood pressure was noticed to be, was observed to be, or found to be, was recorded as, was found to be, but was recorded as at, as. That blood pressure of 190 by 80 mmHg and 198 by 80 mmHg in the sitting and supine positions there is no other word, so you have to use the same word, respectively. Okay, same point you have written here again. This you could have taken there and that you could have taken here, and together you could have put. Which was initially this much, became later this much. You can join these two things. It would have been even better. Okay. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, comma, your willingness to render complete cardiac evaluation, comprehensive, okay, very good, assessment, okay, complete cardiac evaluation for ruling out. For rule out or ruling out? Okay. For ruling out, what do you mean by for ruling out? So ruling out orthostatic hypertension. Okay, hypertension is already there. Okay, 2008. Okay. He has had hypertension since 2008. You could have written. The next. Okay. To rule out or for ruling out. When you use for, you can use either to rule out To rule out. Why hyphen is there here? Rule out. Is it hyphenated? Rule out means eliminate. Rule out something. Where is hyphen here? Rule out is a phrasal verb. Where is hyphen? Nowhere. So that is it. Rule out. No other word. Rule out something. Okay. What does that mean? To stop considering something as a possibility. Okay. So to rule out, you have to write. Or you can say for ruling out. Let us see. RULING. Ruling out. But rule out is the word. You cannot change it. So you cannot use for. You can use to rule out. Okay. No. Okay. Rule out. Okay, now the words has ruled out. To prevent something from, rule something out. Yeah, to rule out. The warehouse fire has ruled out any chance. Ruled out. Okay. Right. To rule out, not for ruling out. For rule out is wrong. To rule out. Okay. To rule out. That is correct. No hyphen. Orthostatic hypertension of Mr. Patterson. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, your willingness to render complete cardiac evaluation to rule out orthostatic hypertension of Mr. Patterson would be extremely beneficial. Why do you want to rule out? How can you rule out? How can you rule out? Then if you want to rule out, then how can you say further management? Okay, let us see here in the case notes. Asking him to do a full cardiac assessment and also management. Management also is there. So why do you want to write this further management here? Render complete cardiac evaluation and appropriate management evaluation and appropriate management okay. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, your willingness to render complete cardiac evaluation. Render means give. Huh? Render means what? Made. Rendered. Okay, let us get a clarity here. Render means to cause someone or something. To cause, not to give. To cause someone or something to be in a particular state. He was rendered helpless. Okay. That means he was made helpless to give something such as service to somebody. To give, render means to give. To give something such as a service, a personal opinion or expression or performance of a song or poem. Okay. Your willingness to render your willingness is important or complete cardiac willingness is important. What whether he is willing or not, that is more important is why we don't want the doctor's willingness. He has to do it. Okay. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, why do you want to write your? Where is the question of willingness here? It is his duty. Are we requesting him? Are we begging them? Your willingness. Why willingness? Patient. It is his duty. I'm a teacher. It is my duty. My willingness to render complete help and support to you. No. It is my duty. When you are doing duty, it is duty, responsibility, not willingness. The words, okay, grammatically it is okay. Logically, which is the best word? Are we pleasing that person? Please do like that one. No. Willingness means his interest. His interest is not important here. The patient's concern is more important. So why don't you give importance and make this one as subject? Directly go there. No? Why are you wasting your time till here? Finished. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, complete cardiac evaluation and appropriate management of Mr. Patterson's. Okay. No need that also. No need. Why Mr. Patterson again? We know already orthostatic hypertension. Complete evaluation and appropriate management would be extremely beneficial. So further assessment is not needed. Beneficial to based on the aforementioned circumstances, complete cardiac evaluation and appropriate management assessment, possible orthostatic hypertension. How can you say rule out? You are talking to the doctor as a rule out. You are telling the doctor to rule out. Doctor doesn't know. Huh? That means you know more than the doctor. Or you are suggesting the doctor because you are even highly educated than the doctor. Huh? Doctor knows better. He is the person who has to rule out. Why you are telling him to chance that you can rule out this one? So is this suitable here? From where did this rule out come? Where is this? Based on the aforementioned circumstances, your willingness, complete cardiac evaluation and appropriate management. He only will do. Why you are? Of Mr. Patterson. From where did we take this rule out? Where did it come? For rule out is here you wrote. Okay. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, complete cardiac evaluation and now here cardiac evaluation followed by here you can say followed by appropriate management. Followed by because management is following cardiac evaluation. First cardiac evaluation, then management. Appropriate management. Okay. Following cardiac evaluation. Following management is following so for cardiac evaluation first and management is following cardiac evaluation. Evaluation following. Okay. Followed by management or management following evaluation. So management next, evaluation first. So first one is followed by the second one and the second one follows the first one. So followed by, based on the aforementioned circumstances, complete cardiac evaluation and appropriate management. Evaluation of Mr. You can write the name. No need of the name. Cardiac evaluation of the person only. Appropriate management of after that one. Cardiac evaluation followed by appropriate management would be extremely beneficial to improve or for the speedy recovery of or to improve Mr. Patterson's health condition. Or you can say management would be, okay, would be already you have written there. Okay. Would be extremely beneficial. Full stop. Why do you want to write two and add something more? To improve Mr. Patterson's health condition. That you can write. So that is enough. And this one also can go into that one. If any additional information is required, please do not hesitate to contact me. Okay. There's no need. Yours sincerely, Amber Diva. I told you 2 lines. Okay. You have to leave. 2 lines you have to leave normally. Okay. But leave 2 lines always. Better 3 lines if name is not given. Or 2 lines. Okay, here in between, put 1 line and then in that new line, you have to place signature. Amber Diva. Here is the patient. Okay. You are Amber Diva. Okay, Amber Diva. Registered nurse. Welfare Hospital. Amber Diva, registered nurse, Welfare Hospital. And Welfare Hospital is where? Same hospital. Okay. Okay, fine. So that is how your letter is corrected. Right. Review. Track changes. Finished. Home. 12. So that is the letter. Hello, Satya. Can you unmute, please?
Yes, sir.
So is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Are you angry with me?
No.
Huh?
No.
If you are angry with me, let me know so that next time onwards I will not show this many mistakes.
No, I am not angry, sir.
Okay, fine. Right. That is what is quality check. Now we understand how much time it will take. How much time it took for us now? I don't know exactly. What is the time that we have taken?
From 12:30 started.
12:30 we started. Really? I think not 12:30, 2:30, man. Okay, you are 12:30. Yeah. Now what is the time then? You are 12:30. What is the time now?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So 2:30 to 3, only half an hour? That means it's really very fast. 1 minute, let me check in the YouTube. I'll know. So tell me, what's the name? Satya,
Sir,
tell me, what did you learn today?
I learned how to write passive sentences.
What else?
And learn how to organize the letter properly.
Hmm. Okay. What more?
Grammar mistakes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is what is the letter. Got everything clear now. So the blues are the corrections and the reds are the mistakes and improvements accordingly. Okay. 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 So that is done. Any suggestions, any requests?
No, sir.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Okay then. So we are winding up the session. And before that one, I want to change this one. File, save. Right. And next. Okay. Okay. File. Save. File. Save as. Save. File. PDF. Okay. Yes. This is the PDF. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You want this document?
Yes, sir.
I thought I'll prepare tea. I prepared the tea also. Take a. Forgot. Fine. Okay, this is the PDF. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then 2 more minutes finished. Not here. Here. Quality check. Quality check. Quality right. Okay. Fine. Watermark. Add. Okay. Add. Okay. Okay. Save us. So that's done. Yes. Edit. Click a snapshot. Select all. So this is 1221. Quintessential quality check. Satya Lakshmi's number is SS017. Satya Lakshmi, nurse, Which city is yours? In Saudi
Buraida.
Arabia?
Buraida, sir.
Bu?
Buraida. B-U-R.
B-U-R-A-I?
I-D-A-H.
D-A-H, Buraida. Okay. Saudi Arabia. Hyderabad. So this is okay. Mrs. Name of the case is Mr. Which Patterson? Timothy. Patterson. Case notes. Nursing. Writing. Orthostatic hypertension. Orthostatic hypertension. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you want me to give the link?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Image only I'll give you, don't worry. Forward to subscription. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Fine. That is the letter we got. Thank you. Good night.
Okay, sir. Good night.
You want one more letter? I am there. No problem.
No, sir. I want to sleep also. Why? Because morning I have duty.
Okay. Okay, then good night.
Okay, sir.
How much time did we take to correct this one? Roughly? Okay.
2.5 hours.
Really? Yeah. Okay then. So here is, yeah, this is your correction. Everything is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Now work on this style, okay?
Okay, sir.
This is, I try to give you A grade style, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then good night.
Good night.
1 second.